Welcome back to the channel. I have one of the greatest sales managers there is out there here at Seiner Cadillac. He's going to go over some of the incentives for the 2025 Cadillacs because as of right now, I think it's 2 weeks before the tax credit goes away on the EVs.
The end of September it goes away.
Yeah, so what is Cadillac going to do in this time frame?
Well, what Cadillac has been doing is residualizing that tax money that customers are getting. What that means essentially is they're giving you a higher residual, lowering your payments. Right now on a Vistiq, you know, a little bit of money down, you're up front, 36-month, 10,000 mile a year lease, you're, you know, in that $1,000 price range, give or take a little bit, depending on cash down credit, those types of things.
What's the MSRP on something like that you would say?
They're 80,000,
okay,
right around there.
Three-row SUV?
Third row SUV.
Okay.
It's actually, to me, that is the nicest electric vehicle on the road. It is the most refined Cadillac that I've ever driven. It's comfortable, tight, smooth, quiet, powerful, everything you want in your vehicle. And it will move people. You know, you have a third row in there to haul kids around or fold the seats down, have a lot of extra luggage room in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, you sent me an article today. I was actually a little shocked, I'll be honest with you. I didn't know that Cadillac was actually the #1 luxury brand for sales.
Yes.
Which I was a little shocked by, I'm not gonna lie to you, so yeah.
They've passed up their competitors this year. You know, it's amazing the product they're putting out. Consumers are realizing this. You know, we do get a lot of cross shopping with other luxury brands, and you know, the people come back and buy a Cadillac time after time. You know, we're selling, you know, more electric than we ever have before. We've had months where we've sold more electric than gas. The product is amazing. It's catching on. People love it. It's one of those things when somebody drives one, they tell all their friends how amazing it is, and then you'll sell a couple off of each sell. It's been a good year for Cadillac Electric.
Yeah, I think the biggest selling point is probably, obviously, Cadillac's never been known for fuel economy. So you lose that cost, and if someone's able to put a charger in at their house, they can save a little bit more versus going out and having to spend the money to get it charged. And
yeah, absolutely, and really with electric, the demographic has changed with Cadillac. You know, Cadillacs aren't just for your parents and your grandparents. We have a lot of you know, young families, 30s to 40s, that have, you know, done well, and you know, they're educated, they're employed with great jobs, they're buying Escalade IQs, they're buying Vistiqs, they're buying Lyrics, Optics. You know, the demographic wants electric, and they're finding Cadillac to be the best option.
yeah, and I think to speak to that too, the interiors on these Cadillacs have gotten 10 times better.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing what they're putting out.
Yeah, and the performance aspect of it, no maintenance. So a lot of things do play into people wanting to get an EV because, I mean, there's no break-in period.
I've been driving one of our electric vehicles for over a year, and the only maintenance I've had has been to rotate my tires. That's it. No, I'm serious. That's
$20
it.
a year.
Yeah, and it's over a year, and you know, I've rotated my tires, and that's it. You know, by the end of my lease, I might replace the windshield wipers because they'll get a little hard, but you know, you don't have the, you know, oil filter, you know, the regular maintenance that you have with a internal combustion engine. These things are, they're great to drive, they're fun to drive, and they're just, it's so nice that you're not constantly taking it in to have something done to it.
Now, so out of the Lyric, the Optic, and the Vistiq, I know the Vistiq just came out. Which one would you say is like the best seller right now that you're seeing?
Well, it's funny because of, you know, the Optic, Lyric, and Vistiq. The Vistiq's the most expensive of the three. Now, when I say that, I'm generalizing because there is a Lyric V model that is, you know, a very high-end model, but you know, in your sport luxury models that we're selling volume of, the Vistiq is the most expensive, but it's also selling the best. When I say it's the most refined electric vehicle out there, I really mean that. And when people test drive them and compare them to anything else out there, they come back and buy a Vistiq.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, one thing that people probably don't think to discuss when looking at EVs is how heavy they are.
Yeah.
They're heavy, which means I think they have a nice safety aspect of them too. So just something to consider if you were to get into an accident with a larger truck. These things are going to hold up pretty well simply because of that.
They're going to hold up very well, and it's actually a really good point you make, because some of the competitors in the luxury EV market have not been building vehicles very long. You look at brands like Cadillac, Mercedes, Audi. We've been building vehicles for many, many years, and so we're putting out a product that we have history, we have technology, and we can build a vehicle this heavy that's still going to give you a good quality ride. Some of our newer competitors to the industry, they've done a good first rendition at building a vehicle, but it doesn't compete with the brands that have been doing this a while. And at the end of the day, Cadillac is selling the most.
Yeah, that's good. Dude, thank you so much, Keith, for this. Like, this is awesome.
Absolutely, and, anytime.
And then for the lease that you gave, obviously, if you would like to reach out to Jerry Seiner Cadillac, you can reach out to Keith, and you just need to give just their zip code.
Yeah, we Cadillac has some rebates. We'll see which rebate you qualify for. One of the things I wanted to mention is a lot of dealers use Cadillac CTA program, which is a demo program where we can allow people to drive vehicles. Then we turn around and sell them after they have a few miles on them. There are additional discounts when you buy these vehicles. Whether you want to come to me or your local Cadillac dealer, look into it. It's a great program on a lease. It makes a big difference on your payment. And optic payments, I've seen them in payments that start with a 4. Lyrics in the 5s. There are some great leases.
And that's on a luxury car.
That's on a luxury car, and I can tell you from experience, you're also going to save $100 to $200 a month, from gas, and the convenience of not having to stop at the gas station. I get home at night, I'll plug it in. I don't plug it in very often, maybe once a week, and charge it up, and I don't have to stop at the gas station when I'm out and about.
That's awesome, man. That's good to know. But like I said, if you would like to reach out to Keith here at Cadillac, just be sure to call in. I'll put the information right here below. And yeah, let's go ahead and check out some of the inventory they have outside.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you. So as mentioned, the tax credit does go away really soon. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this video. And when Keith shared that article with me of Cadillac being pretty much the #1 brand for EVs for the luxury segment, I was a little shocked, I'll be honest with you guys. But when you do come to the dealership, you see the cars that they have available, I understand why. I mean, this thing costing close to $80,000 for a 3-row SUV, and it has great performance, and that's probably the biggest selling point really for EVs, is for their size and weight. They can move really quick compared to internal combustion engines, right? And I like the overall design, the very dramatic design that they give these two. Now these are going to be the Vistiq. And then some of the lyrics over here. And as Keith said, I was here probably a month or so ago, and they had a lot more inventory. And from then till now, I'm definitely seeing that these are starting to really move off the lots for sure. They do have more of the lyrics here, and then these are the Cadillac Escalade IQs, and some of them are probably gonna be IQLs. But be sure to check out Jerry Seiner. As I said, they do have great inventory here. They do have some of their courtesy vehicles, so if you come in for service, they have these available to drive. And if you would like to purchase one, it's this one right here. You can see the writing on the back. Those can pretty much get you a lower lease price monthly. And as Keith said, you don't have to worry about paying for fuel. And in some cases, you can find the free charges as well. So again, be sure to check out Jerry Seiner here in Salt Lake City. Ask for Keith. See you guys soon.